Hotep. This is Shakandougou Kemet. This is the main entrance of the Louvre Museum in Paris, France. For those who don't know, real recognize real. A few acknowledgements. First, Brother Holipsism. I've just listened to your show about gold digging and I heard the shout out, so thanks a lot. It was really appreciated. I want to also give a shout out to Brother Onk. I want to give a shout out to Ishmael Allah, known as Ishmael. Give a shout out to Sultanet T. Heru, and she, if I'm not mistaken, she runs the Ning network called the Village of Isis. I want to give a shout out to Senjeri and Ngozi, because I was building with them on Brother Onk's show. Now, excuse me. I hope I haven't forgot anybody. So yes, this is a pyramid shape that they have there because everybody's digging our swagger, except black people, because they are Judeo-Christianized and Arabized. There's two small pyramids, one on the left there and one on the right there. Doesn't seem to be zooming because I'm so far away. But anyway, that's just the main entrance. There's a few other entrances I'm going to show you inside. And one more thing I'll say before I go further. This is going to be like 10 minutes for YouTube, but the full thing is going to be on the Ning Network, African Truth, where I'm building for real. You can clearly see that, you know, it's not many brothers and sisters right here, and it's always like that. That's the first artifacts you see in the section about ancient Egypt. And you can see the nose, it's always the same old thing.
The closest date will be 1200 BC. I usually take the closest date because I see groupies, that's called archaeology. When it comes to dates, for example, hold on, number 14, right? That little fish, and underneath, well, that's French, of course. And you see 3100 to 2700 BC, okay? So that's roughly, you know, I'll cut you some slack, that's roughly 4,000 years old, you know, and a big thing. Now you have patriarchs and prophets who allegedly lived, what, 3,000 years later, and then nothing left, and you're talking about God's chosen people. It's interesting. But for those who study, there's different type of writing, demotic and hieratic, and it kind of looks like a particular language. I'll let you guess what it looks like. You know, first was the proper medunator per se, if you see what I'm saying. Proper hieroglyph, and then you had, this one is an excerpt from the Ptah Heru. And this is an excerpt from the date, 1450 BC. You're gonna have to get used to it, you know, groupies, you know. And because this is 3,000 years old. You understand what I'm saying? And this one is the Ptah Heru of Hornefret. Excuse me, Hornefret. Okay, now you have a scribe. Don't be confused by the color. If you look at the bottom there, you can see that it's so old that it's actually losing the color. You see? You have that reddish color, which is ochre, and I touched on that on the presentation, Introduction to Kemet. Once again, if you haven't seen it yet, you're already slipping. You have the tools of the scribe, and you have a papyri here, and there you have the date, 5th dynasty, between 2500 to 2300 BC. That's 4,000 years old. You know, I had a big thing. It's all good. Now I'll show you something that's very important, and it looks really nice. I love it. That's a ruler. See the quality of it? The inscriptions. And look at the date there. 1300 BC, 18th dynasty. That's 3,000 years old. Okay, gonna move on. Now I know some of you recognize that one. Said he used that picture to compare the prayer position of the Muslims. See some knives. Now I know you remember that one. If you have seen the video, it's still currently online. It's called Archaeology in Kemet. Now what you're going to see now in a minute is going to look real nice. Sister's going to love it. It's going to be jewelry. I don't need to say anything, man. The only thing I need to do, I mean, because the beauty of it is clear, it's obvious. The only thing I need to do is just show you some dates. 1700 BC, that means it's well over 3,000 years old.
Here you have mirrors. That one, you see that one there, is still in good quality. It's obviously not like a mirror that you have today, but bear in mind that this is thousands of years old. See, the others are not reflecting as well as that one, and I'm sure that that one was reflecting before, better before, okay? So, still with the jewelry on here, okay? The people telling you about some God-chosen people and some this and that, and ain't showing you jack. See, that's why you can mess with us. That's why your pastor, your imam, your rabbi, they don't want you to mess with this, because he knows he can't show you jack. You know what I'm saying? All the books we're talking about, once again, where are the originals? Now, if there is no original, cool. How old are the oldest copies? Instruments, drum, you know. So the dice is there, okay. Now that one is the game of Senet. That's Ramesses II, Ramses. And once again, the nose and also the lip, they don't like it as usual. 1700 BC, 3,000 years old. It's all good, it's all good. Groupie is gonna have to face the truth one day, you know what I'm saying. Now, yeah, that's coming straight from temples. You can see the size, just gives you an idea of how big the temples are over there. That's Sekhmet, for those who don't know. And Sekhmet there as well. This one there, that's Amenhotep III, Akhenaten's father. Amun, once again. Then I mess with the nose a little bit. But you see in here, they're saying, well, first of all, that's 3,000 years old, 1000 BC, well, 1400 BC. Yeah, I just got you half 400 years. Half 400 years, groupies. That's Het Heru, Hathor. Neter, Nefer, okay? Good God. Just like in Creole, people say, bon Dieu. That's a cartouche, as many of you know, but the groupies, they've been living in fantasy world for so many years, so you have to introduce them. But those who know the Medu, y'all know the deal. Mentu Hotep. A chapelle of the tomb of Akhet-Hetep. 200 BC, 2000 BC, excuse me. That's only 4,000 years old, it's all good. There's two stuff I wanted to show you there. First of all, that one. See, you know how the Arabas Negroes do with the Allah stuff, and I'll show you some Allah allegedly stuff. We're gonna have a laugh later on. But there, you can see the sign, the symbol there, okay? Some Christians might go and F around and say, well, you know, there were Christians too. But that's the one there I wanted to show you. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, just right there. And those who studied Medu know that the first symbol is for Père, which means house, and then you have the symbol for Ankh. So if that ain't Per Ankh, then I must be dead wrong. Let's look at the date. 1500 to 1000 BC, so that's 3,000 years old. So it's only a chair that's 3,000 years old. You know, Yeshua wasn't born yet. You know what I'm saying? God's word, man, I don't know where it's gone, man. The Gospels, the original, man, I don't know where it's gone. Anyway, see, the chapelle of the ancestors, that's in French, and I showed you that in Introduction to Kemet. It looks like they have more coffins in the British Museum. That's the sarcophagus of Ramesses III, okay? It's really nice quality, it looks good. Now, this is gold plated. That's 1600 BC. So I have to show you all the time because I don't be speeding out of my you-know-what. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't... that one, those two, said he showed them as well in the video that he made. I can't remember the name of the lecture, but... and that one as well. That's still, when I was talking about Heru earlier, the position of the Muslim or Islamic prayers, said he showed those two. Right there is Osar. Okay. Okay, now. Book of the Dead of the scribe Nebuchadnezzar. You might not be able to see the date clearly. There it is, 1300 BC. I think I showed you that one on, I think it was Introduction to Kemet. I showed you that one. And remember I told you about plates. So when they're all aligned, that's what you have. See how long it is? Understand what I'm saying? Now look at this one there. Osar or Osir. And he was called, I was told, Kem-Ur, which means the great black. And you can see his color there. Many times he's shown as green, and they say it's to represent the vegetation. But like here, it was also represented as black. So it makes me laugh because I heard a little homie, little Arabaz Negro, talking about Heru was white. How can Heru be white when his father Osar is jet black right here? But hey, man, lames can only be lames.